bringing you news, politics, and whatever else tickles my fancy. Welcome to the Ho Ho Show, and I'm your host, Ho Ho. All right. Thank you for joining me again for yet another episode of the Ho Ho Show, and I'm your host, Ho Ho. All right, well, I was going through Flipboard earlier today, and, this is my go-to for everything that is all things news, my favorite hub. They do a good job, guys. They really do. Check them out. Headline from Science Alert. Scientists just added a shocking 20 new branches on the Tree of Life. And this came from David Neild. Came out the 13th of September in 2017. Holy cow, this was done in the future. Maybe that's when it's supposed to post. Supposed to post? Yeah, kind of like coast to coast. Anyway. The article reads, scientists has identified the genomes of close to 8,000 microorganisms from samples taken out in the field, and around a third of them are distinct from any life forms known to science, adding a crazy 20 new branches to our tree of microscopic life. I gotta admit, guys, I thought that was pretty neat. A day and age when with our technology that we have, we're just able to find out so much things and see so much more than what we have ever been able to see before. And that's just, I think it's interesting. I think it's amazing that we're still discovering life on this planet. It's just awesome. And, the picture that I see of this, it looks really neat. It truly does. If you want some truth, go online and just look up, pictures of microscopic organisms and just microscopic things. Some of the pictures. It's just, you want to talk about stuff that looks like they come straight out of a sci-fi movie. Things that look like they're being, viewed on Planet X or heck, Planet Z. It's amazing some of the photographs that are out there on this. But, it's just neat. It's one of them things. I find interest in it. Next headline, and this is coming from The Wrap. Headline, Jennifer Lawrence says her hurricane comments were taken grossly out of context. Quite frankly, guys, I remember that. I remember hearing it. It was all over Facebook for a time. And truth be told, and maybe this is a limitation from Twitter with only having 140 characters. But truth be told, I don't think so. And the simple fact is, I don't think so because her hatred for Trump is very well known. She's not shy about it. She's pretty open about it. I don't think she misspoke whatsoever. What I think the problem is more or less just the disconnect that Hollywood has with not only its fans, but with Flyover America or just anybody else that isn't of Hollywood. It's a disconnect. It's a disconnect that you see in Hollywood. It's a disconnect that you see from politicians. It's disconnect. I really don't think that she... I don't think she thought there was going to be this much of a backlash. And it's just one of them things that the tragedy is horrible, okay? You got so many people that have lost their entire, maybe not their life, but yeah, people have lost their lives in this, but people that have lost their livelihoods in this. So this isn't something to joke about. It really isn't. And to blame the thing on Trump and saying that, this is what, Houston gets for voting for Trump, which is what she said. Come on, how can you take that out of context? It's simple. It's to the point. It's not like it was a really long long post that she did. So I don't see how she can even make the claim that it was taken out of context. I mean, hello? Truth be told, she spoke before her brain said, maybe you shouldn't do that. I mean, she's good looking, she's hot, but man, she's stupid. I'm sorry, but she is. Alright, next headline, and this is coming from the New York Post. And I'm sorry about this, guys, I really am. Headline, Hillary Clinton's book signing was as insufferable as you'd expect. I mean, come on. It's, wow. What happened? Really, that's the title of her book? Hillary Rotten Clinton. Oh, I'm sorry. I think that's supposed to be Rodham Clinton. Yeah, I mean, this is coming from a person whom has spent her entire adult life in government. She hasn't earned a dime outside of government. I mean, she really hasn't. She went right from college into government. I mean, she first started off, in the Republican Party, but she learned very quickly that if she was going to be part of a special interest group, if she was going to be part of some type of a movement, if she was going to get paid better from government, she had to go to the Democrats, because it's about socialism, it's about communism, and the best way to get paid is to be on top. And yeah, that's more or less what it amounted to. She has no original ideas. She hasn't accomplished anything. I mean, I invite anybody, and I do mean anybody, to actually give me an accomplishment that she has made in her career. Okay? And I'll give you all year, because you're not going to come up with one. Okay? You're really not. It's not possible. It's really not. And to go into this even more, Hillary Clinton has a theory about why she lost with white women. Well, it's simple. She's a bitch. And I don't mean beautiful, intelligent, talented, cunning human being. I mean she is a very spiteful woman. The Webster's Dictionary. I looked that up the other day. Guess what? I seen a picture of Hillary Rotten Clinton, because she is the poster child of what it means to be a very spiteful woman. Well, guys, I digress. Let's take a small break, and I'll be back in a few minutes. Yeah, okay, I'm a little bit of a goon. What can I say? I like it. Alright, guys. From Fox News Opinion, headline, John Stossel. Of course climate change is real. Climate changes. It always has and always will. Of course, guys. I mean, come on. My argument whenever I'm talking with anybody about climate change, and it's simple, okay? It's a question. Has there, prior to the Industrial Revolution, been an ice age? Obviously, the answer is yes. Yes, there was. Okay. How then, if it was prior to the Industrial Revolution, then man caused it by the burning of fossil fuels? You know what, ho, that's interesting. Yes, it is. You see, Mother Nature is amazing. Weather is all about balance. It corrects itself. That's what it does. Weather changes. Weather shifts. We have seasons. These seasons cause change. And when there is change, there is storms. There's hurricanes. It's not a hard concept to grasp. There is climate change because climate changes. But that's not to say that it is caused by man. I'm willing to say that man may help it. Man may cause some things to change. But it's not going to be so drastic as to truly trigger another ice age. And even if another ice age does come, and even if we see it in our lifetime, how is it you can claim that man was the cause of it when there is no way, shape, or form that man was the cause of the last one? I mean, come on, guys. It's called common sense. Why is it all that uncommon? I don't understand. But yeah, and the people whom I talk to, they really have zero answer for me on that one. They can't say nothing. I mean, it's a deer caught in the headlights, but yet they are unwilling to concede that I'm right. Not only that, but like scientists, and I mean real scientists, not the liberal scientists, the ones that just tote the party line. I'm talking about actual scientists. There is no agreement among scientists that climate change is real. Whoever told you that lied. Or at least they had a panel of, 5 climatologists, and they limited it to liberals who supported Obama. And, oh yeah, we believe in climate change. Climate change is absolutely real. And then they had that one guy that said, nah, you guys are smoking something. But yeah, that's what it amounts to. I mean, they limit, just like polling data, they limit the field of who they talk to and who they ask. They change the parameters. They don't tell you, and that's what they do. But I digress. Of course climate change is real. Climate changes. It always has and always will. But that is not the same as saying that man is the cause of it. And that last part, that was me. Just thought I'd throw that in there. A little off the top, or a little onto the bottom. I don't know. How does that even work? It doesn't matter. Alright, next headline. Trump official says he's willing to compromise on the wall to help Dems pass amnesty. Alright guys, let me take you in on a little something. I can't say as if I blame Trump for any of this crap. I blame Republicans in Congress, in the Senate, in the House of Representatives. All three of them places. Yeah, okay. Anyway, yeah, that's who I blame. I don't blame Trump. I blame them guys. I blame the House. I blame the Senate. That's the bottom line. That's who I blame. Trump can't sign anything into law if Congress doesn't first put it out there, vote on it, and then put it on his desk. Okay? Just in case you guys did not know how government worked, that's how... Of course, I'm oversimplifying things, but either way, that's how the steps are. They write a bill, they bring it up to the floor, they vote on it, they pass it, it goes to another branch, not another branch, but another house. They vote on it, they pass it, and then it goes to Donald Trump's desk, or the president, and then he signs it, and then it becomes law. So nothing can be done if Congress does not first act. They have to be willing to act. They have a majority. Every one of them people campaigned on repeal. They all ran on, building the wall. Get rid of amnesty. We're a opposing party to the Democrats. They're not opposing nothing. I mean, come on, guys. Really? Who do you think you're fooling here? Bottom line is, they want amnesty. Them Republicans, they want amnesty. If they didn't want amnesty, it would have passed already. It would have wound up on his desk. So, and the problem is, and I think this might have even been, yeah, there we go. Let's move on because it coincides. The Daily Signal headline: Democrats' defense of DACA shows contempt for Constitution, rule of law. I didn't really read this headline or article. I read the headline. I just read the headline. I read it to you. You were there. Yeah, I'm weird. But, I didn't read the article because it reminded me of something that I had heard earlier today. That California, and there's others involved in this, but California is the one who was doing an independent, they're suing President Trump for his repeal of DACA. Okay, look. If it is a presidential order, okay, an executive order that put a law or put an order into effect, then a presidential order can be used to demolish it. DACA did not go through the Senate or the House. It did not get voted on Congress. It was written into existence by Obama. It is not a legal, keyword here, legal law. Period. That means it's not a law because it is an executive order, not a law. There's a difference. So, if an executive order is, written, it can be unwritten by anybody. Okay? So there is no constitutional ground here to, bring charges up against Trump. There is none. I mean, hello. If you're going to use the precedents that, you can do that, well, what about the Constitution where, it outlaws the sale and distribution of alcohol, prohibition? That was put in there. And then guess what? A later Congress repealed it. What is that too illegal? What, can you not repeal something that was done by a previous Congress? Can you not do that? Well, they did it. That was fine. Nobody got their panties in a bunch on that one. So why is this different? Why is it different? I don't know. Maybe it's because we're talking about deceivers. I mean dreamers. I keep screwing that up. I don't mean to. I'm sure they're lovely people. If it wasn't for the fact they broke the law by coming across the border and into my country. Yeah, my country. They don't belong here. I mean, come on. If these guys believe so much that these guys should be here, these illegals, what they're saying is it is perfectly legal for somebody to break into your house and squat into your house while you're gone on vacation. He come back in the vacation. No. He didn't. This isn't a B&E. This isn't breaking and entering. He's just an unregistered resident in your house. It's okay. Let him stay. You know, why is it not okay for them to do that in their house, but it's okay to do it in my country? Now, law's the law, guys. That's the bottom line. Law is what the law is. You can't pick and choose. You know, you can't pick and choose what laws you're going to even uphold. I mean, that's just not right. I mean, Obama had a horrible problem with that. You know, he would pick and choose. No, he does not have that power. You know, his power, his constitutional authority is to execute the laws of the land. The laws of the land are put in they're put in there by Congress. So, yeah, I don't get it. It's irritating. It really is, guys. But, yeah, I digress. So, coming up, well, let's take a slight break. And when I get back from this break, I want to talk to you about a couple, episode ideas that I got. And, well, not a couple episode ideas that I got. I've already talked about one episode idea, but I got another one. And I want to talk about that after a short break. Take me just a minute, and I'll talk to you when I get back. All right. Well, I am so glad I do not have a camera on me right now. Wait, looking around. Nope, I see no camera. Oh crap, I see a camera. It's on my cell phone. Dang it. Well, the reason I'm happy that there's no camera on me, because I was just dancing in my seat. And yeah, I'm a bit of a goober. But anyway, what I wanted to talk about is I have an upcoming episode idea and a guest in mind. Yeah. Well, a good friend of mine, he is another truck driver. And one of the things I want to talk about is it's a couple truck driver issues, and one of which being the new regulation is going to be taking into effect in December, and that is regarding ELDs, or electronic logging devices. And I'm sure that there's outside the trucking community, y'all don't know what those are. Y'all don't even know what they're used for. But there's a lot of rules, a lot of regulations regarding hours of service that a truck driver can operate in. Just that's what it is. And an ELD makes it to where, well, it makes it to where you can't lie. And that's horrible. I got the constitutional right to lie. Okay, so maybe I don't. But, that's the new headache that is coming our way soon to a truck near you. ELDs. And that is going to be the topic of a episode that will be airing, broadcasting, whatever that thing is called. It's not going to be airing, I guess. It'll be broadcasted. And probably be broadcasted live in the attic on a Saturday edition. of the Ho Ho Show. And yeah, I'm really actually looking forward to it. It's be a good conversation about a topic that does mean a lot to other truck drivers out there. And I'm also hoping that in this podcast I will be able to give all y'alls out there, just a little bit more of an understanding of life on the road. It's we live our life out here, guys. I mean, we really do. It's not just a job to us. It's a lifestyle. It's a career. It's our livelihood. It's not just a job. And we're not out here for our health. It's just we're not. There's so many other things we can do healthier than this. Trust me. But that's why there's not very many skinny truck drivers out there. Anyway, I'm a fatty. I know it doesn't matter, but. But yeah, just, this will just kind of, let you guys in on a few things of what it's like to be a truck driver, some of the issues that we face, and, mainly just talk about ELD devices and, whatever. So, I mean, I know this isn't really going to be an episode for everybody, obviously, but, as Dave said in the podcast of Dumbing It Down with Dave, make it informative, make it compelling, and make it entertaining. And it is going to be entertaining. I can guarantee you that. It's going to be fun. We like to have a good time. And so I hope hope for you to listen. And we're going to have a good time on that. Well, I thank you very much, guys. And that is all I got for you today. Good night. Sleep tight. And if the bed bugs bite them, by golly, bite them back.